Hi, if you're looking for the best cloud storage provider, then in this short video, I will introduce the best service to you. It is one of the leading providers of home telephony services, offering great features and low rates for domestic and international calls. I will tell you a few secrets that few people know about, but which make it truly one of the best in the best online storage category. I will leave the link to the official website under this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Look closely. We are starting.
Hello everyone and welcome to our informative review. Today I will tell you about a very reliable and useful service, which is very pleasant and reliable to use. Let's begin. Carbonite is both slick and simple to use, which demystifies a lot of the hurdles businesses bump into when setting up cloud backups. But it's marred somewhat by slow restores and a lack of support for mobile devices. Carbonite is a well-known name among business cloud backup solutions, and its Carbonite Safe small business product does fairly well in this latest incarnation. Some limiting factors is that it works only on Apple macOS or Microsoft Windows 10 computers, and that it's intended to back up only organizations comprising 25 endpoints or less. Those limits, as well as no backup support for mobile devices, means it trails our editor's choice winner in this space, Acronis Cyber Protect. Still, Carbonite Safe, even within those constraints, does offer some surprising flexibility and feature depth. For one thing, it can back up not only physical machines, but also virtual machines, provided they are running on the Microsoft Hyper-V hypervisor. Carbonite can also handle external hard drives and network-attached storage devices, though these are only accessible as extra cost options. Carbonite is well suited to remote workers and distributed teams requiring basic and reliable cloud backup for up to 25 computers a month. Carbonite Safe is more similar to Backblaze Business Backup and to a certain extent CrashPlan for small business, because all these products forego more advanced features in order to deliver slick and easy-to-use client and management software. Carbonite likely has more advanced features than the other two, but accessing them will mean spanning product tiers. The Carbonite Safe product line consists of two product classes: endpoint backup for desktops and laptops, and server backup. We trialed the Carbonite Safe Ultimate plan that afforded us trials of both Carbonite Safe and Carbonite Safe Server Backup, which is not included in the Carbonite Safe Basic plan tier. These cost $24 per month for up to 25 computers billed on an annual basis. Included in this tier are automatic cloud backups, 7-day per week customer support, a paid option for external hard drive backups, remote file access to computer files, and 128-bit encryption. Also bundled in this tier is ransomware recovery, remote file access, as well as FERPA, GLBA, and HIPAA compliance. This plan has centralized management and admin controls, though a downside is that Carbonite Safe doesn't have agents for Apple iOS or Google Android devices. The company says these are available in higher-tier products. That might be an issue for small businesses who don't want to purchase yet another app to protect their smartphones and tablets, especially now that so many home workers are switching between business and personal devices. For businesses that need to backup servers, the basic server backup tier costs $50 a month, billed annually. You can use it to backup PCs as well as servers if its capabilities better match your needs. This tier can handle up to 5 terabytes of data and up to 5 servers. It also adds image backup and bare metal restore capability, as well as dedicated backup features for Microsoft SQL Server, Exchange, SharePoint, and MySQL databases. Again, not features you'll find in every competitor, especially those focused more on client backup rather than servers. Larger businesses, or those with more specific demands, like mixed environments that blend virtual and legacy systems, can opt for Carbonite Server Backup, a separate service. While we didn't test these higher-end features based on our endpoint backup experience, Carbonite has done very well with its focus on simplicity. This extends to most aspects of the system, from mainstream features to pricing. And while its more advanced capabilities do cost extra, it's very nice to know they are available, though a menu-style pricing structure would be more convenient than having to switch between so many different kinds of account types. The need for bare metal image backup is particularly nice, since we didn't find that even in ArcServe UDP Cloud Direct, our other editor's choice selection for this segment. However, that 25 device limit will be painful for many businesses these days, though you can get around it by setting up multiple Carbonite accounts. Setup and user interface. As with many cloud backup solutions, you initiate your Carbonite account from the company's website, which is divided between its home and business editions. Installing the agent on our Windows-based test machine was quick and straightforward. Once installation was finished, Carbonite began a complete backup of our files. Still, our initial backup took roughly 11 hours using a standard home network internet connection, which was an average result compared to the other solutions. Unlike some of the other cloud backup solutions, which use a web browser as the sole user interface, Carbonite relies on its locally installed agent application. This runs in the background of your PC, though there is a companion web-based dashboard. We prefer this approach because it helps keep our browser focused on all the other business tools using that platform. The Carbonite app is super transparent and easy to decipher. You have an instant read status on your backup, including how many files are being backed up, the percentage of backup completion, quick links to settings and controls, as well as a link to look at your backup dashboard. This opens up to a plain-looking but easy-to-navigate web page. This web interface gives a wider range of controls and options than the desktop client. You can toggle between account summary, backup dashboard, manage backup policies, notifications, and personal information. Navigating the web interface is generally snappy, but we did experience delays in getting the latest status of our backups. You can set up SMS-based two-factor verification and specify the security questions you'll need to answer when you need to change your password. Backup options are a little binary. You can set Carbonite Safe for continuous backup or set it to the backup once a day at a specified time, presumably when your network or PCs aren't that busy. We would have liked to see a wider selection of backup options and times, especially now that many employees and teams are working remotely and don't adhere to traditional 9-5 office hours. Carbonite is also rather absolute in its backup plans, which means you cannot specify backups to specific folders or files at specific times. This may not be a big issue with some small businesses, but having the option to target specific files and folders for backup on their own schedule adds flexibility and can speed up backup performance too. Customers have the option during installation to manually select all items in their backup. The Windows product allows the users to right-click on a file or folder they would like to add to their backup, and the Mac client allows users to select files or folders for protection through the UI. Restore and backed up files. Many cloud backup solutions excel at backing up, but then fall a little short when it comes time to restore. A lot of those issues stem from confusing policies or unclear instructions during the setup process. Some users will only discover an error in their data restoration in the unfortunate event of a crash when they are restoring data for the first time. It's very important that no matter which cloud backup system you choose, you perform regular restore tests so you not only know it's working, but also how to go about it properly. Carbonite does well on the restore front, however. Setting your options is fairly simply, and initiating one is just as easy. During our test restore, we like that Carbonite Safe places the restoration controls on an equal footing with the backup controls when it comes to interface emphasis. Restore functions were located right next to backup functions and were built with the same level of simplicity. You can easily choose between restoring different volumes or individual folders, and we found overall restore performance time satisfactory. Cloud Backup Simplified for small businesses. Ease of use is again Carbonite Safe's strong point. It's easy not only to configure your backups, but also perform a restore either on just a few files or folders or across a full system backup. Carbonite supports configurable version control, which means those versions are stored longer than deleted files, up to 3 months. However, you are limited to 12 versions of a single file, which can be constraining depending on how your company collaborates on documents. Still, Carbonite correctly backed up all the various files, folders, and text document versions we used during our test. Unfortunately, though it was one of the more intuitive and complete solutions we tested, that feature breadth is distributed across several different services and pricing tiers. The service we tested was actually on par feature-wise only with the rest of the easy-to-use small business products, a list that also includes Backblaze and CrashPlan.